You ever get tired of the ongoing war between Guardians, Fallen, Hive, and those weird turtle guys? Then maybe it's time to lay down your hand cannons, your bows, and whatever this thing is, and pick up some brutal melee weapons. Or perhaps pick up a fire staff, or even raise the dead, and much, much more as you join a different war between the high heavens and the burning hells in the highly anticipated dark and grim open world action RPG, Diablo 4. Now, to ensure the best possible console experience as you slay your way through millions of demons in search of god tier loot, you'll want to pick up the Xbox Series X Diablo 4 bundle from GameStop, which is a match made in hell. Utilize the fastest, most powerful Xbox ever as you lay waste through Sanctuary with 12 teraflops of raw graphic processing power. Immerse yourself in every brutal action-packed second powered by a 1 terabyte custom SSD with lightning fast load times as you explore the expansive and highly detailed world, all powered by Xbox Velocity architecture. Grab some friends or join up with other adventurers who delve into the loot-filled dungeons, reclaim corrupted towns, and take down boss after boss in glorious hyper-realistic 4K resolution. And to make the most of this epic bundle, add Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to play new games on day one from Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda Softworks, and more. Plus, you can enjoy hundreds of Xbox games with friends on console, PC, and cloud. Fellas, if you're interested in this bundle, down below is a link where you can pick up the Xbox Series X Diablo 4 bundle at GameStop today. I don't see anything. It just says unknown. Wait, was this there last week?
Yes, it's been there since the season started.
Damn it! Wait. New step. Okay. Oh, now it's updating. Let's go. Speak with Salad Man. I'm gonna crank up some of the music. We always do this whenever new exotics drop on us, like today. In the Eververse store this week, guys, we have a shader. We have the pink shader, which I like. I like this pink shader. I do like this pink shader a lot. Assembly Rider. Okay. Oh, wow. The pay to win ornament. Guys, we did a review on Crimson. This is a very nice ornament. If you had an issue, let me just say this. One of my biggest pet peeves with Crimson was the reticle at high field of views would disappear. It would literally disappear. Okay. When you would fire. And that's very hard to track. The beautiful thing about this ornament is that even at max field of view, that reticle doesn't disappear. You're good. Definitely pick up that ornament. Yeah, I don't have this one. The bug out. Definitely want to pick that up. I feel like that would look pretty sexy with some shaders too. We've got this sparrow. Goes. All right. Some shaders. All right. That's this week.
Your efforts are paying off, young wolf. It's time for another dive, and another haul of coral for the deputy commander. Assuming, of course, that you can prevent the deep from drowning you like a rat. Not that I'm worried about your capacity to do so, especially when Sloane's fighting by your side. She's always been one to shoulder a burden so that others need not. That's something I understand all too well. After the Iron Lords fell, I alone remained to keep the torches lit, to hold the banner high, and honor those who died in the line of duty. It was a lonely path. One I walked for centuries without complaint. Now, a legion of my former enemies walks beside me. I had forgotten what such camaraderie could be like, and I suspect the same holds true for Sloane. Keep that in mind when the two of you are in the depths. There's no weapon more powerful than the soldier standing next to you.
Saladin commends you on your progress thus far and instructs you to conduct another dive for more coral. Also comments on your continued teamwork with Sloane, drawing a parallel to his own experience leading to the Iron War Beast. Wow. He's comparing our relationship with Sloane to the Iron War Beast. Okay. I had forgotten that such camaraderie could be like. what such camaraderie could be like, he admits. And I suspect the same holds true for Sloane. Saladin urges you to keep working together as you carry out the mission. All right, onward.
Fire team, this is Operation Fulgurite. Scans have uncovered a rich
We're all
shelf of
getting
egregore
intubated.
coral at a depth we've yet to explore. So
You
rich,
know
in
it isn't
fact,
getting
that it has
intubated?
attracted the attention of a
Diablo.
taken knight and their minions.
And they're radiating taken energy, turning our hall rancid. You don't mind if I take it from here, do you, Big Blue? Good. We're diving into the dark and robbing the taken blind. Woo! Let's be heroes.
Indeed.
Just so we're clear, disrespect the commander again, I'll hurl you off the arcology like a shot put.
That all it take to get you to surface? I'm betting the ocean floor feels like home sweet home now. Hey, Chief?
Deputy Commander.
Get swallowed up by anything big while you were out there?
Not much cover at seafloor. Before Ahsa, they tried.
Doesn't sound so bad. Open space, cozy long girl. How'd you sleep?
Like a lamb in power armor. Stay on mission, and don't call her that.
Ahsa. Tell you what, Ahsa's a good looking, well thingy.
Oh
Thing
yeah.
is, since you strapped on that rig and walked out into the deep, I've been itching to know. You regret it?
Worried you couldn't hack it? From what I hear, you're a survivalist.
I've run from every damn thing, if that's surviving. But, you commit. I'm fixing to commit to something stupid myself. Get swept up in a cause. So be real. You regret it?
The Vanguard had a file on you. Doesn't paint
Oh,
you as
behind
the
us, I think?
hero type. You might regret it.
Well, ain't that the truth?
Anything new this week? Yeah, Kate's back. A new exotic and dedicated servers just launched today.
Slay, be slain, rise, drink, and let fill. In this strife you are home.
Stop! Enough! Guardian, I just tangoed with a massive taken knight. Clocked them, but they're right behind me. I'll keep their attention. Wait. They're gone.
That knight's headed your way, hero. Get ready for a showdown.
Balance!
Kelgorath taken from bones. Fight forever.
Kelgorath. Oh, reused asset. Ah, who's Kelgorath? This guy. You know, he kind of looks like that guy who looks like that guy who looks like that other guy who looks like that other guy from D1. He looks like Malachite. What was that guy's name?
Do not let Malok dominate this shrine.
Oh, they should have kept running. Look at them now. They're dead.
Malok.
Well, if you didn't need the
There we go.
backup, I could have saved myself the leg cramps. Let's exfil. Get this back to the long girl. Yes, I like it. And hear what she's got for us.
Calling her the long girl.
It grows on you. Talking with her must be a trip and a half.
It's a bit like wandering out into the dark. You're lost for a minute, but then your eyes adjust and you acclimate. Things normalize.
One foot in front of the other. Funny how many things work like that.
Ain't that the truth?
No lie, the best part of this season is this dialogue between Drifter and Sloane. I mean, really, and Saint's also been fantastic.
This is tactical.
Do we have a new exotic? Well, we're gonna know here in about 20 minutes. Glad has it. You gotta ask him. Is that right?
I know Zivu Wrath is a master tactician, but I'm having trouble understanding her approach on Titan.
From the time I spent here, coming after Ahsa's part strategy, part vendetta. The Hive see Ahsa as a coward, heretic. She tried to stop them from finding the other worms. It's not enough to banish her. She has to
Level or
die.
something we gotta hit.
Wait, she tried to stop them from finding. Wait, what? She's the Leviathan that tried to stop the sisters from finding the other worms? I thought she died. Ahsa's not the Leviathan. She's pre-Rogue worm god. I made a video about it. Ahsa's a proto-worm. All right, so in the old lore, like Books of Sorrow, when they mention that a Leviathan approached them about going deep, about not going any further, was that her? Yes or no? Unconfirmed. Same race, but we don't know. She was in Fundament. There was a war within her species. Some stayed with the light. Some turned to the dark. Theory is that the dark ones became the worm god. Yeah, Rourke like messed them all up, dude. Rourke essentially like made all the worm gods his bitches. You're doing the thing. You're staying close to each other.
That wizard you defeated, Zivu Wrath howled their name. Kudazad. I remember that from an old report.
Still have a mind like a steel trap, sir. Kudazad was a field captain for Savathun before Titan went dark.
And now they serve Zivu Wrath? Taken, Scorn, Wrathborn. She folds all conquered adversaries into her armies, doesn't she?
Not all of them. Just the strongest, or those she's looking to use as a weapon. Not just to fight, but to hurt. Psychologically. She's defacing everything Savathun touched on Titan. When it comes to her sister, it seems more emotional than strategic.
Oh, hey there, Valis.
Germain, or is it Dredgen Hope?
You know it's Drifter these days. Has been for a long time.
I was just speaking with the deputy commander. She's ready for you.
How's she holding up?
Sloane is a soldier, and that role has given her purpose. Hope. But she has been through a great ordeal. Her own personal dark age.
Yeah. That's a bad hand to be dealt. Maybe this can wait. Unless you want to tip one back. Talk about the bad old days.
What is that? Motor oil? Battery acid?
Only one way to find out.
You and I are among the oldest of our kind. Centuries we've orbited each other. Why now?
Why not?
Maybe another time.
I think Kaido's actually mellowed that old wolf out a bit.
I really want to see how Drifter and Kate are going to interact with each other. They're doing the thing.
Shrouded in darkness. A promise of something more. Two halves of a whole. Long divided. A schism between them. Reunited. A glimpse beyond. To the beginning.
What is she talking about? Is she talking about inside the Traveler?
The plan's working. It's getting easier for me to parse Ahsa's thoughts, like a picture coming into focus. Other things are a little harder for me to wrap my head around. When I first heard of Saladin's Iron War Beasts, I didn't know what to think. We lost a lot of people in the Red War. The Empire took so much away from us, and now Saladin commands an Imperial Legion. They're the reason we had to fall back and regroup on Titan. Why I had to send fire teams down into the Arcology, never to return. Those Guardians died under my orders. They paid for our foothold in blood. When the pyramids arrived, there was no way in hell I'd give it all up without a fight. This is nothing compared to what others sacrificed. Completing the mission is how I honor them. Just like Saladin honors the Iron Lords, no matter who he leads into battle against our enemies. Stay the course, Guardian. Once Ahsa and I are ready again, it's back into the depths for us.
All right. It makes sense. I mean, what they're essentially explaining is why she didn't leave. Someone confides in you that it hasn't been easy for her to see Saladin in command of the Iron War Beast. We lost a lot of people in the Red War, she explains, and now Saladin commands an Imperial Legion. She recounts how many Guardians under her own command lost their lives to establish a foothold on Titan, and how she refused to give up that ground without a fight. Despite her initial reservations, she recognized that Saladin wouldn't have joined Kaido's war council unless he felt it was noble and right. Choosing to trust his judgment, she tells you she'll be ready soon for another dive. The Vanguard will inform you once Sloane and Ahsa are ready to boost their bond again. That's it! Doesn't look like we got an exotic mission, guys. Where's the new exotic? Not found. Oh, radio message? Oh, yeah. Hold on one second.
Saladin Forge. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Just thinking about the battle days, like you said, and that bar you used to tend at the base of Felwinter Peak. You went by Wu Ming, as I recall. Made some coin selling drinks to the Iron Lords, then spent it hiring them to do jobs on the side. Remember all of that?
Yeah, I remember. You left out the part where you threatened to burn it down.
Maybe I should have. I never asked you why you ran that little operation. What did you stand to gain?
With how your pack of wolves tipped their bartender? Not much. That place never got too busy, but I had my regulars, and they all had their problems. Some of them just weren't that easy to see from on top of a mountain. Maybe I wanted to call them to your attention.
Ah, so you had a better perspective.
Not better, just different.
I suppose I can see the value in that.
Everything's got value, old wolf. You just gotta know where to look.
Can I check the new Veil dialogue? Don't I have to go through that entire mission?
Chioma Essie, research log, the Veil. I don't even know where to start. When we landed on Neptune, there was something waiting for us. An alien structure. It's an electromagnetic anomaly. No mass, but a tangible surface area. It's like a thesis statement to the von Neumann-Wigner hypothesis. It's definitely paracausal, like the Traveler. Maya calls it the Veil. She says she heard the name in a whisper when she looked at it. When I asked her who whispered, she said it was her own voice.
Ah, we've been there.
I still haven't had time to process that. Everyone on the initial survey team died. The minute they touched the object, they entered a state of brain death. All of them. To make it worse, the EM radiation emitting from the Veil is causing psychological distress in the exos that came with us. They've all described moments of intense, hallucinogenic reverie. Some of them went silent and rigid and just stopped. Maya called it billboarding. Something from the early days of Clovis Bray's Exomind project. she doesn't seem afraid or surprised. She's convinced this thing, in her own words, she says, it'll be our salvation.
Fascinating. This corroborates what Nezarek said, that the Veil survived Savathun's escapade. This must have been the root of Savathun's betrayal, stalling the witness's plan to buy time to counter it.
So, she stole the Veil from Nezarek?
And killed him in doing so.
Yeah, we knew this.
It explains what happened to the Lunar Pyramid, why it's dormant.
And what about the rest of this? What happened to the Exos? Is that what happened to all of them?
I have some theories, but it's too early. Regardless, it sounds like the Veil had an ill effect on Dr. Sandaresh. We must be cautious. Hopefully the next log we decrypt will shed more light on this enigma.
Gioma Essie, research log. The Veil. We shouldn't settle here. It's a mistake. But Maya is insistent that we have to build our long-term shelters near the Veil. We're almost done constructing an enclosure around it. Once the field emitters are up, we should at least be safe from its radiation. The Siva tech Maya had on the Exodus was a lifesaver. Not only for building the enclosure, but shelters, tools. We'd be dead without it. But it still wasn't fast enough. The last XO in our group succumbed to brain death yesterday. Maya's quarantined the bodies for study. She says our next step should be finding a way to draw power from the Veil so we're self-sufficient. I'm insisting on turbines instead. But she doesn't think that's good enough. Not for as long term as this might be. Which, I guess. But I can't shake this feeling. Like we're making a terrible mistake.
I'm not getting a good vibe from this. Quinn says these records contradict some of her own. But there's a ton of references to Maya Sundaresh in our archives that are redacted. I'm worried, Osiris. What if everything we've been told our whole lives? What if it was all a lie?
Don't despair yet, young friend. The truth may be somewhere between these logs and what you've been told in the past. In my experience, history can be contradictory. Regardless, we won't know until we decrypt more of these logs.
Gioma Essie, incident log. The Vex.
Interesting.
6 weeks ago, our settlement came under attack by an intrusion of Vex forces. It was a test of our defenses for a larger incursion. Yesterday, scouts discovered temporarily realigned architecture just outside the stronghold limits. The Vex had retroactively inserted themselves into Neptune's history, just like they did on Venus. But unlike Venus, something stopped them short of our habitat. They had to fight their way in. I think it's the Veil. Something about the paracausal nature of the Veil is preventing their temporal excursions. But the Vex aren't giving up. They did something to Neptune's magnetic field. Wove a sim into it. A screen to isolate us. It's a double-edged sword. The Vex screen hides us from the outside world, from whatever's happened. So we're safe. Ish. But we're stuck with the Vex. Thankfully, they're slow to react, and it's giving us time to research countermeasures. It's almost our anniversary. I should do something for Maya. She'll forget. She's always so busy. Computer, prepare food synthesis. File, Gioma date night 6. Oh, and add a bottle of port.
Osiris? You alright?
Yes, I'm fine. I just, saw shadows. My choices. Saint. Dr. Sandaresh and I walked very similar paths of obsession, it seems.
Oh.
Nevertheless, it appears that Neomuna's history is deeply tied to the Vex. Hopefully the next decryption will shed more light on this.
All right. I don't know, guys. I mean, we put out an entire theory video on our thoughts on what the veil is. I'm gonna be honest. If the final shape ends up being just something to do with the Vex, I'm gonna be let down. You know, I don't want the final shape to somehow full circle back to the Vex. We need way more than that. Y'all remember the Vex boss we killed in the Curse of Osiris campaign? I'm not really blown away. Whereas like Nezrak, Rourke, Oryx, I mean, these are like towering figures that we remember. They're kind of boring to me, okay?
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.